police dogs there, but I'm sure a date could be arranged where the dogs could be in the kennel and the people could see their park.
Well, I talked again, I had a long conversation with Mike Fablowski, who is in charge of Parks and Recreation. He tells me that in addition to the two more buildings coming down, that they are taking the fence down. Now, I did not get a date from him when it would be down, but I can get that for you and get it out in the newsletter or on the website. But he did tell me they were taking the fence down, so.
Does that mean it would be open to the public?
No?
Can I just clear that up?
Sure, okay.
The fence he's talking about is the fence round the old inmates building.
Oh,
Why
okay.
you can't go down there now at the moment that all the vehicles and all the equipment that belongs to the inmate people who get farmed out from there every morning. So there's a whole lot of valuable stuff down there which we really can't just open up to the public.
Okay, well, what I'd be willing to do is what you just said, a weekend that would be open to,
That'd be
no, they
great.
won't do it?
No, you just wait until we can clean the whole place up and then we can all enjoy it.
If you've got a dig and buildings coming down at the same time, that's liability too great.
I'm okay with trying to achieve that. I think the only thing is what you said there. You want to keep people from harm's way, and you want to make sure you don't have liability. And the only other thing that's down there that's possibly has some danger to it. I mean, those cliffs. If you get too close to them, they're already falling. I don't think anybody wants to go hanging out on them. But you know, that's a concern.
Well, it could be a supervised weekend with city, officials there to guide the public. But wouldn't it be nice if the public could see this beautiful land?
You will soon. There's a whole lot of equipment.
I don't think anybody is against that.
Okay,
I think
thank you. Another question. I really like this one. If you were a real estate agent 5 years from now, trying to sell houses in the Menchville, Denby area, which would you rather tell your clients? And here's the two options. A neighborhood of $500,000 houses was built on the last piece of public waterfront in this area of Newton. Or there is a world-class waterfront park within easy driving or bicycling distance.
I like the latter. Someone tried to argue with me about the first thing you said, and it's like, my response was, I know 10 home improvement businesses that could take whatever house in whatever neighborhood you have, and they would love to fix it up for you and make it the way you want it, and make it so you can live there the rest of your life. The other thing is that Pat has worked on this, and we've talked to the city manager about this too, but that's, if we need better housing stock in Newport News, we need to try to incentivize people to fix their homes up and give them tax abatement.
Yeah.
And I've pushed for that, and I think that's something to do. And that would make people spend money on their homes to improve them so they could stay in their homes longer, keep their families in the home longer, and give their homes value and hopefully make it better for them.
We already have that for citizens. You may not know about it, but there is, if you replace your windows with new windows, or if you put a porch on your place, there is a tax incentive that you have to fill out the paperwork, and you will get reimbursement from the city. Now, your property will go up, but it is a program there. And I'd be glad to tell you who to talk to. Florence Kingston usually is the one, and people in planning know about that. And in the tax, the revenue. So if you do any of those improvements, new floors, new whatever, new kitchen cabinets, whatever, you can take advantage of that tax incentive. That is a program. We do it also for businesses. That's the one Florence is in charge of. When they change, for instance, Angelo's got a new sign, and they put a new parking lot in. All of that some of it got reimbursed by the city, so that they got an incentive to fix their businesses up. And the same thing is available for individual
And it's
homeowners.
a tax abatement.
It's a tax abatement.
But for, if you put 10% of the value of your house, not the whole land, but 10% of the value of the house. And then if you live in Hilton or North End, there are other.
You have to have the
And my
rules.
gripe with the city is that they don't work with the State Department.
The problem is, it's like reading a title chart.
Matt, could we get back on the phone?
Yes.
The problem with the program is that you gotta rely on city councilmen to come tell you it exists. You ought to already know, because it should be that popular. It should be easy to understand, and it should have people that want to do it, and it should be widely broadcast to people to make sure that they want to reinvest in their homes.
Okay, here's another one. How many emails have you received supporting the Review Farm Park, staying as a park?
Thousands? 1,000? Maybe 1,000 over the last 6 months?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, so it's got like 20 from you. And some of you, if I haven't answered some of yours, I try to answer them. So, but I haven't had many that take a counter view to what I get from most of you. I had someone say they'd like to see more soccer and lacrosse fields, but I think the plan already has a couple more. So, I get a lot. And I thank you for them.
Dr. Woodbury, how
I
many
have
have
only
you got?
gotten one that says they'd like to see development, and I've gotten hundreds that say they don't. Although some of them did not get through. I know people who sent them and they did not get through. And I talked to the IT person about that and to the city manager, and I think that's been corrected. So keep sending them. Just hit the send button over and over. Keep sending them.
You've heard her. Would you like to give your closing statement?
Yes, I'm gonna, oh, sorry.
We know that you two are behind this 100%. The other people, the other city councilmen, those are the ones we need to send our emails to say, get off your butt and get on the road here.
Well, Tina's here, she'll talk to you, and Marcellus has a meeting that you can go to and fill up his town hall meeting. Is it next 2 Mondays from now? And Phil, what?
Since y'all have both said you're for the park,
Mhm.
why can't you, at the next council meeting, do a symbolic motion? One of you make it, the second one second it, and then let's get a vote so we know who's against us.
Okay.
Straw vote.
Straw vote may be the big
I'll be
one.
there, man, when you.
I will not be at the next meeting. Do it on the 28th, I'll be back from DC, yeah. And Tina won't be there either, so,
But honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? Can I go ahead and say
go ahead. Yeah, you,
Honestly, I'm going to be perfectly honest with everybody. I would like to see some development there. When you talk about, I know, Ruth, but let's hear me out. When you talk about restaurants and wanting to do different water activities, it may not be able to be totally zoned farm because a restaurant is commercial. So you're going to have to be careful about saying just zoning farm, because if you want any activity, some of it has, I'm sorry, park. Is this working or am I doing something? Okay, so I think that just zoning it all park until we can say, because I hear people saying they don't want development, but we want to see if we can get a restaurant. We want to see if we can get a,
What we're asking is, we don't want it sold to become luxury housing. We don't want it commercially developed. We want it parked. It can, let the people decide what they want there in the planning department, so and so forth. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. My thing would be also to have, I'm not voting for any process moving forward unless it will have meetings like this, but the only thing would be writing the suggestions down from people to see, so we can come up with the best idea and to have that place the highest and best use that we possibly can. So I do think I won't move forward with nothing that will not include citizen input. And that's why I came here tonight, just so I can hear what you all have to say. I had never been to a Woodbury Farms meeting, and because I represent the city, I love being able to come to meetings and hear input. That's what we need to be able to move forward.
Could you commit to wanting to see it a park only? I mean, it could be a park with restaurants,
You
whatever.
know, I already said I want the restaurants. You don't want a seafood restaurant in the morning?
That can be sorted out later. Number one is keep the park. And you
And I
commit
want
to
some kind of water activity. I want to see what options we can get together. But public, I want it to be
that could be, we can have a people's process to figure out what to do with it. Step one is keep it a park. Thank you.